I'm making a change today. The liquor been taking the pain away. I heard you was giving your chain away. That's kind of like giving your fame away. What's wrong with you? I sit in a box where the owners.
Yo, what's up, broskies? I'm gonna go through this deck profile super fast. This is probably gonna be one of the last times you see Scareclaws for quite some time. Not because I don't think the deck is performing. Matter of fact, I'm coming off one of my best finishes when XO. It's more so because I want to play like new decks. I built a ninja deck I really want to get into. I also built, what was that deck? Sword Soul. I've been testing Sword Soul super heavy, and ninjas. Kaneb's been cooking up a lot of stuff. He's really gotten into the dragon cards, Dragon Link stuff. Not playing Dragon Link, but he's cooking up some spice, so be prepared for that. This probably be one of the last time he drops the Predaplant list, so you're gonna want to be involved for that. Remember, this is going away at 700. Well, brand new one, obviously. Also, the winner for the 600 giveaway should be up by the time this video loads. If not, it's going out at the same time as this. So congratulations on that. And you want to be here for 1,000 because we have a huge giveaway. It's like, you know, a couple $100 values worth of stuff we're giving away. So be prepared for that. Like these videos, subscribe to the channel because you want to be a part of that, and share the videos because that's how we get to 1,000. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it though. One Vsauce, one's just fine. I'm gonna go through this quick. Triple right card. This is the best main deck Scareclaw. Add you Scareclaw spells trap. If you know anything about this archetype, spell traps are pretty crazy. Also pretty easy to go into Dweller, which Dweller is super impactful in this format. And Dweller also hits like a lot of rogue decks, so that's always nice as well. Double aggro. It seems like this deck is getting like tighter and tighter with like the new support and stuff like that. So I had to reduce all the babies down to 2. Aggro is your power booster. Balone is your piercer. And then Astra lets you attack multiple times. So there's quite a few times you have Astra, Balone, Aggro, and Rykart. So you're swinging for 4 times and it's at 4,200. I mean, that's pretty frequent. That's an easy OTK setup. Matter of fact, there's probably not a tournament I've went to where I haven't done that once around. Triple Phobia. This card's insane. It does everything a field spell can do. It's a searcher as a Scareclaw monster. It powers down your opponent's monsters by 100 in attack and defense for each defense position monster on the field. Then if there are 3 or more defense position monsters, you can pop a card on the field. So it's terrific. That's why we're in 4, with the 4th being Terraforming. Next up, Scareclaw Rival. This is everything. If it was a quick effect, it would be broken. I mean, it's broken anyways. It's a monster reborn. Also, it has that second effect of branded opening. If your boss would basically be destroyed, you just banish this card, protects it from battle and card effect destruction. So remember that. Scareclaw Splash is the Omni negate of the deck. Also lets your little boys attack while they're in defense, and it's applied that way. So if one of them has like 2,100 defense, you're basically swinging with a 2,100 attacker. That never comes up, but it's kind of cool. Scareclaw Twin Saw. This card is insane. Just tribute 1 Scareclaw monster, then target 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy them. And if you do, if you control Vsauce, Starfrost, banish those cards instead of sending them to the graveyard. If a Link 3 or higher monster is on the field, you can banish this card from your graveyard for the rest of this turn. Neither player can activate the effects of Link monsters on the field. That hits a wide range of like rogue decks right now. It's incredible. Triple Unicorn. And I want to like, you know, disclaimer, I'm so sorry if like you can afford this, because I think these are all sitting at like 18 a piece right now, which really sucks because they opened up at like 6. It's super unfortunate, but you can always like jam hand traps. You can put like super polys in this place, other board breakers. This card's just terrific. It gives you free knowledge. So when it declares an attack, you can look at your opponent's entire extra deck, Or if your opponent's monster activates the effect, you can look at your opponent's entire extra deck, banish one card face down out of it, and it's a free special summon. This card's broken. Kashtira, it's pink. It just banishes card face down. Everything that pink does, except it's not a quick effect. It banishes card face down, and if it's on attack deck or if your opponent activates monster effect, one ogre, it's also a free body. This one's not played as much, but it does have a pretty cool effect. So on attack deck or when your opponent's monster activates an effect, excavate 5 cards, banish one of those cards face down, put them back in the same order. One Kashtira Birth. You can normal summon level 7 monsters for free, no tributing, no nothing. It's pretty okay. Like, so if you have a unicorn, use unicorn to search the birth. If you have Finnerer in here, just normal summon your Finnerer. I mean, this isn't pure, but it thins your deck. It gets you to other stuff. And then it's kind of like a triple DD Crow, which leads me into triple DD Crow. Super impactful. Nibiru, no one plays around anymore. Hits rogue decks, hits meta decks, I don't know, hits everything. Nibiru's, I gotta put it back in just because it just feels super free. No one tries to play around it. Double Ash, probably could bump it to 3, I don't know. Ash is just really good for rogue matchups, every matchup really. Well, not every matchup, but Ash is just a good kind of catch-all. Last hand trap, double Imperm. Imperm's pretty great card. Next up from a board breaker, which I guess hand traps technically are 2, but Dark Ruler no more. I'm always on the fence about cutting this, especially here of late, simply because I can't end the game and it doesn't seem as impactful as it once was. I mean, yeah, it's nice hitting like a double Masquerade board, so you can play through it and crack their board, but at the same time, it doesn't end games. That's the only like shady thing about it. But whatever, I'll come up with something. Double Pot of Prosperity helps you dig for your board breaker, helps you dig for a hand trap, it helps you dig for a missing piece. So it's great. It's great to see what you can dig for your Kashtira. Last card to make it 40 is Called by the Grave. This card's crazy. This card's insane. When you see it, you win the game. That's how I feel about that card. Next up for the extra deck, triple Light Heart, best link 1 in the game, adds a field spell, and you can special summon it if you control Vsauce once per duel. If it pointed straight down, it would be just like insane. Triple Scareclaw Tryhard. This is probably overkill. I never go into more than 2, so you could probably cut this for like another synchro like Baron. I just don't have a Baron yet. I just need to bite the bullet and buy one. So you can cut one of these for Baron. I have All Mirage in here right now just because I haven't taken it out. You definitely take that out because I don't play Parallel Exceed anymore. Nightmare Unicorn puts in work sometimes. Nightmare Phoenix puts in work sometimes. Access Code Talker definitely puts in work. So these 2 cards you can put in Baron. For Solomon Great All Mirage, you can literally put in anything else. Maybe even like a Dark. Tritrovertum for the Super Poly. Drag Stapelia for the Super Poly. Garura for Super Poly. Shin for like the decks that can't play around this, and then 1 Bisadollar because it kind of closes out games. And then since I finally have time to do it, I'm gonna show you my current extra deck, which probably doesn't matter because I don't think I'm gonna play this deck next week. Double Anti-Smog Fragrance. I cut it down to 2 because at 3 I wasn't seeing it, so like fuck it. If I'm not gonna see it, I'm not like heavily investing in it. Whatever. Triple Evenly Match, just because sometimes you just want to like banish a whole board face down and then just, you know, go through your stuff. Double Super Poly, I was main decking it, but the tier matchup, it's not that great because the Kaleido Heart can't even be used as a fusion material. So a lot of times they sit on like those 2 fusions and then that trap card. Or it's like 2 trap cards and like Kaleido Heart and like something else. And then it's like, if you have Super Poly, your Super Poly's dead because Collider Heart can't be used, and then so you have to use one of your cards. It's just, it gets like kind of clunky. Double Raigeki just because it's pretty cool. It pretty destroys Rogue. Destroys a lot of stuff actually. Double Cyclone. Just snipe anti-spell. Because everybody's gonna play it, or it just snipe stuff. Lightning Storm, just to get them out of here. I'm not trying to play around stuff. I'm just trying to blow stuff up. So this deck dies to like back row pretty hard. So that's why I'm signing in so much like Lightning Storm, Cosmic Cyclone. I actually might even bump this up to like 3 just in case. Like bump this up to 3, like this up to 3, cut one of this for a Feather Duster. Because I don't really care so much about the monsters, but, and then last but not least, double Alpha, the Master Beast. And that's it for my side. Like I said, this will be probably like my last update for a little bit. Not that I won't play the deck pretty regularly still. I just want to get into ninjas. I want to play those in a couple tournaments, stuff like that. I also want to play Sword Soul, because I didn't play it when it was like, you know, super expensive, so I want to see what that's about. And I think it'll be pretty fun. But that's pretty much for this one. We'll see you next time.